o'clock with the Monsters in the Morning. Dan Jiggetts, Mike North with you, as well as John Crist, the publisher of the Bear Report, in for his weekly visit. Now, we're going to talk about something else. Lovie Smith had all of his reasons laid out for the call where he decided to challenge after a timeout. But it seems like when you listen to everybody else that was in the locker room and out on the field, they talked about what really happened. And again, it's not all cohesive. Let's listen in.
We had the first timeout, things just weren't right. We needed to call a timeout to take care of some things. That's separate. After that, I had to make a decision on the situation, on whether it was worth us challenging it or possibly getting a first down or not. I made that decision. In the end, the timeout really didn't hurt us. I think you use a challenge any time that it can benefit you. So to me, there were two separate situations that happened, and that's what we did.
Yeah, offensively?
Yeah.
Nothing. We didn't have anything that wasn't right.
Okay.
When we took a timeout?
Everything was on the same page?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It sounded like he took his timeout for a separate reason.
No, we were fine.
A play like that, it's kind of like a big play. As soon as it hits, the clock's going to start going, and everyone, we're shifting out personnel. We're trying to get a call, and before you know it, the play clock's down to 12. It's happened to us a few times this year, so I had to burn one. That just happens. That happens. It's going to happen. At any time there's a big play, there's something downfield that's up for grabs like that. Guys are pushing and shoving and getting off the pile and talking to the refs and trying to figure out what happened. The clock's running during that time, so those things are going to happen no matter who you are.
So apparently the play did get down to him, but they never got.
How many clowns are going to get out of that same car? That was not good. That was not good.
Ron, wasn't it?
Ron Turner says nothing happened, but for Lovie Smith to say that the timeout didn't hurt us, how do you know?
He's kidding himself.
How do you know? How do you know the timeout?
Let me tell you how the timeout
We
did
had
hurt
time
you.
left.
You get the ball back with just about 2 minutes to go. You got 90 yards to go because you had another penalty go against your way. You tell me you can't use another timeout in a 2-minute situation in a one-score game? I understand that the first timeout and then the challenge were two separate decisions. I get that.
Right.
But when the second decision is ridiculous and reckless, you can't justify it.
Let me ask you this, though. When you unwind the whole thing, shouldn't the guys upstairs have told him a lot earlier whether or not that was a play that was worth reviewing?
Of course. He needs to have somebody in his ear because he can't necessarily look at the review board and make that decision himself.
I didn't see the review on TV very quickly.
I'm up there in the press box. I saw I didn't think it was a catch live. There's a TV up there. I looked at it once and I said, okay, that's not a catch, no problem.
Well, now,
there was plenty of time that expired.
What led you to believe that it wasn't a catch?
The fact that the second he hit the ground, the ball popped out.
Yeah, and I also don't think he had it completely.
No.
So what's the rule in terms of when it's officially a catch and when it's not a catch?
When you hold on to it.
You need to have possession. I guess you need to be down officially, and in a situation like that, I guess you have to make what they call a football move or something to that degree. He never demonstrated to me or anybody, from what I understand, that he made that catch. And even more egregious is how many times do you see head coaches throw the challenge flag after they hear the crowd? The crowd gets antsy.
Right.
They want the coach to challenge, because they're watching the replay.
I didn't hear anything.
Soldier Field was awfully quiet when he threw that flag. That is all the more reason why it was a ridiculous decision.
Well, by the way, can I ask you a question? Hold on to the damn ball. You're a tight end in the National Football League.
You know what? That is the thing that no one's talking about.
You got knocked.
Greg Olsen is a guy who was supposed to be a Pro Bowl performer this year, and that guy has not made a lot of big catches this year.
He's dropped a lot.
He has had a lot of opportunities to make some big catches, but when he gets drilled, when he gets hit after making a catch, that thing tends to pop out way too often. Guys like Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, they hold on to those balls and they go back to the huddle.
The question I have still remains: when is a catch, and when is it, the ground causing a fumble or going out of bounds?
When you hit the ground and you drop it, it's a drop.
When you go out of bounds again, you don't have to. You have control of it, but when you hit the ground, the ball pops out. That's not a catch now either, is it?
No, it's not. It's sort of, if you secure the catch and then you go down and the second your knee hits the ground, yes, that is a catch. But if you're going down as you're making the catch, you at least needed to demonstrate some sort of control before the play is officially over. You can't just have your hands on the ball, hit the ground, and call it a catch. He never demonstrated that he had the ball, and the reason I thought it was a challenge, I made no sense.
Because there are a couple of things that are a little different about out in the field, I guess, than in the end zone. Now, you brought up before, when you score, you see the guy go over the cone.
When he goes like this over the line, and then he slaps it out of his hands, it's a
That's
touchdown. I don't
when you
get
break
it.
that imaginary
Because
chain of glass.
Because,
that's a touchdown.
because before he extends the ball, he's already secured the fact that he
already a
has
touchdown.
possession, and that play is over the second the ball crosses the plane. When you're just coming to the ground still trying to secure possession, it's a different situation entirely. And like I said, all I'm saying is there's nobody in Soldier Field crowd, in the press box, anybody, aside from the guy calling the decisions for the Bears, who thought that was a
Well,
catch.
Brian Billick says something yesterday. Finally, Tom Brenneman had enough. Brian Billick goes, well, Cutler and so-and-so aren't on the same page. The receiver and them aren't on the same page. He thought he was going this way. About the fourth time, Brenneman says to Billick, I don't know, maybe you could answer this question. Aren't these supposed to be design plays?
Yeah.
And you never heard Billick say a word.
And isn't this game number 13?
But see, a lot of it, the reason why stuff is up in the air is a lot of it is sight adjust. So if you see the guy do this, then you do that. If you see, and then the getting on the same page is having the quarterback and the receiver understand that they're looking at the same thing. And in the cases like where they don't, that's when you see a ball go straight
Well,
to.
all I know is Brenneman asked him, and I never got an answer.
Well, as an example, being on the same page is understanding that guy's going to give you a little hitch and go.
Yeah.
And when you fake, that's the hitch. Then the go
Right.
comes, and then you put it up over
That
the top.
I understand.
That's being on the same page. Not being on the same page is when you pump fake and then come right back to the same spot where you just pump fake
Right.
to and throw the ball. That's what doesn't make any sense.
I think we're out of. Everybody's out of excuses for Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler's been throwing passes to Devin Aromashadu and Johnny Knox since May. He's been here since April. He's had OTAs, he's had training camp, he's had 13 regular season games. I understand that not every single play is going to run exactly the way he drew it up, but you're telling me that that's Johnny Knox's fault?
Not when
he's sprinting up the
fake
sideline.
exposed him finally yesterday because there's overwhelming evidence that was supposed to be a hitch and go.
No.
Sorry.
No.
So, I mean, and then the defense didn't play. Look, you hold Green Bay to 21. A pedigree quarterback gets the job done. He figures something out.
Hey, John, by the way, some folks called in. They want to know how they can get the Bear Report magazine.
Oh, my mom's on the phone? Very nice of her.
Take it easy.
She got up early.
My mom enjoys it. She reads it every single
She's a
day.
sweetheart. I appreciate that.
That John Crist, what's it? He gets right
Unbelievable.
part of the matter.
Outstanding.
How much you?
Easiest thing to do is just visit the website, bearreport.com. You see all the subscription opportunities that we have. If you just want to pick up a copy of the magazine, drop by any Chicagoland Borders or Barnes & Noble, and you can pick up a copy for yourself. Makes a beautiful gift this time of year, of course.
Bearreport.com.
That is correct.
How'd you come up with that website name? That's pretty clever, isn't it?
Just canned me one morning. What can I say?
You know what? If there's something said of relocation, I mean, ColtReport.com, I think could be a little bit more.
Easy
influential.
now, easy
I'll
now.
just say, John, I just want you to know,
Hey.
you got to find out if some of these top franchises
I
don't
don't know.
have a magazine.
I'm thinking about San Diego ChargerReport.com.
in
right now.
December, especially.
Real
Yeah,
quick,
exactly.
what about the RavenReport.com?
Yeah.
Nah, probably not.
How about
but,
ArizonaReport.com? They're playing the 49er. Ouch.
Tonight.
Yeah, that's
Big
going to be a
game.
big game tonight. But does anybody think that the Bears are going to lose out? Because I think they do. I think they find a way to lose at Detroit in Week 17.
Oh man. Well,
Why would you not? Why would you pay? And by the way,
Detroit got stroked yesterday, though.
Sure they did.
Really, really bad.
had the rookie quarterback has 2 less receptions than our guy.
Easy.
No evidence to
You don't
suggest
make me feel
otherwise.
it.
And you know what? They ain't blaming the receivers in Detroit. They're blaming him right now.
You got
pretty good one there.
Megatron's pretty good. Come on now.
Let me ask you something. If Jay Cutler was in his second year, you'd say, okay, these are rookie mistakes. But yesterday, like I heard Jim Miller say,
Yeah.
that's on Jay Cutler. It was refreshing.
And how about Brandon Marshall getting 21 catches from Kyle Orton? He never got them from Jay Cutler.
How from Kyle Orton? How does that happen?
Took the heat off the Bears defense.
Bizarre.
Back in the,
Absolutely.
Back in the
Absolutely.
day. All right, it's time, John. Thanks so much.
Anytime,
We appreciate it.
fellas.
Time for us to take a break here on the Monster of the Morning. When we come back, though, for hour number 2, we're all going to go around the NFL, so make sure you keep it right here.
Shake it up.